It's a scorcher out there. Can you believe how warm it is? It's summer vacation. And I'm sitting in my air-conditioned bedroom sipping on hot coffee, working on my flower garden. See, this is the type of gardening that I can really enjoy. The indoor kind. Again, thank you, Claire Montgomerie. I really, really enjoyed. Let me show you what I've been working on. So I'm still working from the same palette. A couple of weeks ago, I reorganized, revamped. I've got my standard colors going of all the colors I want to include in the flowers. It's working up wonderfully. I'm taking the time after I make each flower to, ball it up, wind it up, and keep condensing it. The colors fit perfect in the bag. My card deck fits down the side. My work in progress is on the other end, and ones I need to show you are tucked in there. Definitely working well for the on the go. I have been taking it in the car with me a little bit. The acrylic gets a little squeaky if my hands get a little sweaty, so I've been leaning towards my cotton blend a little bit more lately. Enough of enough. What am I working on? This one, appropriately named the blanket flower. It is also a, in parentheses, 3D motif. So it's got a granny square base. In the booklet that came with the card deck are 2 diagram and written out patterns for the granny square bases. One's a solid and one is your classic traditional granny. It says, note, the flower should be attached to the background of a granny square. Pages 16 to 18. There's 2 different to pick from. In the beginning, I didn't realize that there was the 2 to pick from, and I was interchanging them. But clearly, that is your classic granny. So I did work up the classic granny, and I noticed it had the pink. And then, of course, I'm trimming everything in the green. So my classic granny, I worked it up in the pink. And then I did my classic lime jelly. Green jelly? Lime jelly. I think it's lime jelly. It's Big Twist. Same stuff I've been repeating over and over again. Sorry. I'm a broken record over here. I did it. I enjoyed this flower. It is the same flower that I've been working on time and time again. Talk about repeating myself. A couple weeks ago, we worked on the sunflower. Just a basic circle, just increasing out, and then the petals. These petals are different than the sunflower. These petals are more like a couple of weeks before. There was a tiny little flower. I think it's called like aster or something like that. It was a tiny little flower in the big granny. Those are those petals on a sunflower base. Now, if I was making a book, a card deck, a something, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a lot of flowers. Flowers repeat themselves. It is mixing up combinations of middles, mixing up petals, mixing on what kind of base you're gonna put it on, attaching the base to the flower, making it a 3D motif. Like, it's all a challenge, and I couldn't do it. I haven't done it. It's taken me so long. So I'm not disappointed in the flower. It's a different flower. It'll look beautiful in the blanket. The colors are different. It is different. It's combining 2 different flowers to make a whole nother flower. That's what's in nature. That's what's growing in my garden right now, right? I just think that creativity has to repeat itself a little bit. And I think that's what we get caught up in with all these political yarn pattern copy. You copied me, you copied that. There's only so many things we can do before we're gonna have to start combining pieces. I like this one. I think this is a great addition to the blanket. And I think after we visit today, I need to lay out all the squares. We have quite a few new squares since I've been making them 2 at a time. I know at the end of the Spring Fling 2026, I said that that I would go back to just making the 1 a week. But once I pull out my bag and my color palette and I start digging through the cards and I'm just randomly pulling them out, I gotta keep going. I can't just make 1 and put it away. These little beautiful little flowers like potato chips. I tossed that on my bed with where the box in the bag is. I'm throwing them around. What's the next one I made? The next one, oh, did I enjoy the next one? And again, if you break it down, it is the same bits and pieces of flowers that are just worked up with a different middle and a different petal. Here we go, a tea rose. This is one I can see someone making a whole blanket out of. I would cover my bed in tea roses. Roses come in so many different shades and colors and beautiful. So this one was worked with quite a few rounds. It started with that center middle green piece, and then you're working single crochets and chains, which is building up a base for the next go around. The next round is working that first set of petals, just 4, worked up super fast. Between the petals, you're adding more chains, which then builds up to the second layer of petals. In that second layer of petals, again, you're making some strategic chaining, which puts you to another layer. I'm telling you, it's layered up. When Claire Montgomerie designed her tea rose pattern, she put the center, the petals, and then you've got this nice little green leafy look, which makes the whole flower pop off of the motif. And then she put her border. My border, I'm making them all the same, which is the green lime jelly. And so I knew that this was going to be green lime jelly, so I didn't want the green petals. So I went in with some purple. I did, because that mauve looks so pretty with the green and the reds. That is a beautiful design. Claire, you did good, girl. You did very good. It's beautiful. I can see someone making a duster vest or a granny jacket or something out of these. Worked up super simple. There were no fancy stitches. Let's see. Single crochets, chaining, double crochets, half double crochets. Oh, there were some little puffs. These are puffs. But I mean, it's a double crochet and smash them together at the end. Pinch them. No acrobats here. Amanda, take it easy. No acrobats here. Amanda, Tap Mama in the Bake Brigade, generously said that she'd stitch these together for me. So I'm excited that we're busting them out 2 at a time, because I got a care package that's forming to send to Amanda in Louisiana. Where's my square? I'm yapping. There's my square. Isn't it beautiful? I can't believe I made this. It's that pretty. It's that pretty. Okay, I'm sitting here admiring it. I was just trying to, I got some ends that I didn't tuck in. I'll tuck them in before I send them to Amanda. I promise. So I got my green middle, and then I got my layers of petals. Look, layers of petals. And Claire didn't put 3D motif on this one, but it pops. It's a 3D motif. So we've got the center, we've got that first round of 4 petals where you're chaining 3 in the middle, because we got that second row popping right between each one, another 4. And then you can see from the back, we have an additional 4 with a whole bunch of double crochets crammed into it. So that bottom layer has so many double crochets crammed into it that it actually pulls and pops and layers. That's a good looking square. And then I added the purple, which that would have been Claire's green leaves, but I didn't skip the green. We got to have that floral on there. Why does this square look like, no matter how I turn it, I've got ends popping all over the place? And there weren't a whole lot of ends. I mean, I crocheted over the center greens. I crocheted over when I did the red. It didn't do another red until I got down here to the dark, dark purple. Isn't it nice? And I double checked this week's and last week's, because I forgot to do it. I have the same amount of stitches on the sides, and my cards are the sides of the card. Thank you, Claire, for my little gauge check on each one. There we go. There we go. I made those. I'm really enjoying it. And now that we're working up 2 at a time, we're really moving along. Really moving along. It's looking really good. I'm gonna go lay out those flowers. Let's get them all laid out again and get another family group picture. All right. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Get yourself a big old jug of water. You're gonna need some water. After I have my coffee, I'll go get some water. Maybe I'll put like a little lemon slice in it and pretend it's a exotic beverage of some kind. That'll hydrate me. All right, friends. Take care. Bye.